So oftentimes what we do is when we feel pain or we feel something's off or wrong inside, we make ourselves wrong. Is that true? Is that what human beings do? We make ourselves wrong. So we turn it to ourselves and say, there's something wrong with me. I'm the problem here. I feel separate. And we can create identity around that. There's something wrong with me. When really it's a collective issue. It's a pain that we all share. It's not a personal pain only. So see if you can kind of disassociate yourself, disassociate in a healthy way, meaning take some space between making yourself wrong for something and seeing it more clearly. There's a reason why I feel the way I do. And it doesn't really have to do with something wrong with me, but it's something that I've taken in that is part of a collective misunderstanding based on a human glitch. Or we don't have to say glitch, but what if we just for a moment go with the glitch? Yeah, everything can be looked at. It can either be a glitch or it could be a very intelligent part of divine intelligence that says we're going to create a self-aware being that can be aware of itself, which is what we are. Meaning we can think about ourselves and feel about ourselves and process and create awareness. Self-awareness. It's different than just pure awareness. And then we can look at ourselves and analyze and wonder. But that ability to wonder can make ourselves feel like we're an object to ourselves. Like, what are we wondering about? We're wondering about this, right? So there's this, I'm looking at myself and I'm turning myself into an object that I'm wondering about. And then that sort of entrenches that feeling separate. Because then we've created two. The one that's looking and the one that it's looking at creates two. Follow? So then we turn into a self, a small self, and small s. This is the small self that one wonders about. And there you go. You have an entity. You have a persona. You have a person. And as soon as you have that, I'm not saying this is all bad and wrong and terrible. I'm just pointing out this is how it happens. As soon as you have that, then it's me. And then there's you and there's all the rest. Not a problem in itself. No. But when we believe that's all there is, right? That's where the suffering comes. Me, you, and all the rest. And I'm not one with this beautiful earth. Even our language, maybe you know this, language has been created out of separation, out of the subject object. So we say the earth, this earth, we objectify it, don't we? So just even with language, we've turned it into something separate from ourselves. Big problem. So then we're not part of her, it, that. Try to find a language that doesn't have that separation. perhaps some ancient languages, I don't know. Perhaps some earth-based tradition languages, I don't know. I'm guessing. I know that the Native American paradigm they saw Mother Earth as being one with her. I don't know how much they turned her into an object by just saying her, but they saw themselves as one with. Would you agree from what you understand and know by most Native American traditions? And I know other earth-based traditions, Aboriginal and other, all over the planet. That changed over time with the separation disease, the commodification of things. Commodifying Mother Earth, commodifying human beings, right? Because if you have an object, you're going to commodify it. If you turn something into an object, you're going to turn it into a thing, and then there's going to be a higher or lesser value on that thing. That's what human beings do. So we've turned Mother Earth into a thing that we exploit, right? So that's how big the separation has become entrenched and why it's so dangerous. And why it is so important to wake up out of that, to wake up and remember. Well, wake up is not a bad word. I mean, it's been used in, spirituality has been commodified and sold. But there's something true to it, within it. You have to find the essence and truth of it. Go back to the root of what it's really about for you. What is spirituality without being objectified and commodified? What is it really about? And I'll sum it up and say it's about remembering. That's not something that is, turned into an object, remembering. Do you understand what I'm saying? So remembering is not separate from you. It lives within you. It's whatever form it is, whether it's a seed form, it's been watered already, and it's a sprouting form. You know where you are at. Whether it's already has its own little plant that is growing nicely, to it's fully grown and producing fruit, reaching its maturity and potential. And what does a fruiting tree do or plant? It plants new seeds, right? That's its nature. It spreads out of love and its nature. So if you hear a little snoring, that's my dog. She's actually snoring. What are you doing? So, yeah, just a little synopsis. A little scientific synopsis a la Susanne. Spaghetti alla Susanne.